What's up, Dog Nation? We have finally made it to the start of the 2025 season. It's Saturday, week 0 at about 5:30 in the afternoon, so we got less than 7 days until the Dogs kick it off in between the hedges, and I cannot wait for the start of this game. I cannot wait for the start of this season. I'm really looking forward to going to this game. We don't start with the biggest opponent this year. We got Marshall, but I always love going to the opening day game. It's always such a fun and festive atmosphere. Everybody's just happy to be back, happy that there's football back in the Southeast, in Athens, Georgia. So I cannot wait to go to this game. Just wanted to touch base with you guys today and kind of talk about what I'm looking forward to in this game, the position groups I'm looking forward to watching, and then I'll just kind of start like in general. What I'm looking for from Georgia in the 2025 season is I just hope that we're more fun to watch than we were last season. And really a lot of that starts with the offense, man. Like last season, it just looked like everything we did on offense was hard. It looked like we were constantly in first gear going uphill. And it was hard to watch at times last year. I think that can be better with a better offensive line, a better run game, which I do think that we're going to have. The coaches have been harping on that all off season. And I think that Georgia did make a lot of moves at the wide receiver position so that we could improve in that spot. And I think we're going to have guys on the outside that can make contested catches on third down this year. So wide receiver, I think we're going to be good. That's the position group I'm most looking forward to. But we can kind of break this down position by position, kind of what I'm looking for from all these groups. And we'll start with quarterback. Gunner Stockton. Like, I believe in Gunner. I have no worries about what Gunner Stockton's going to do this season. I don't think that Gunner is as talented of a quarterback as Carson Beck was, but we don't need him to be. Like, we have upgraded the wide receiver spot so drastically that I think Gunner has so many more weapons around him that I think he's going to be fine. The coaches have made it a point all off season, like, we've got to run the ball better. We've got to be better running the ball. We've got to stay ahead of down and distance. We cannot be in 3rd and 7 all season long like we were last season. We just can't have it. And I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to be improved running the ball. And we've got to be improved on the offensive line. That's where this all starts. But I've got faith in Gunner. I've got faith in his decision making. He's a poised player. For him to be able to come into that Texas game how he did with our guys down, bring Georgia back in that spotlight in that moment against a really good Texas team, I've got no questions at all about Gunner Stockton being ready to go. The one criticism or thing that I kind of do worry about with Gunner is the batted balls at line of scrimmage. Like, I really hope he got with Stetson Bennett this offseason to kind of address, like, how do I find those lanes? How do I not get balls batted down at the line of scrimmage? That's it. That's the one thing. Other than that, I think Gunner Stockton's good to go. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to have a great season for Georgia. I really do. I'm looking forward to watching Gunner play. I hope he gets his ass down this season, though. We can't be taking big hits like that all season long. Moving on to the running backs. Listen, man, the running back situation at Georgia, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, since Kirby first got here, when we had Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, and DeAndre Swift all on the same team, I do not think we're good. I know that we're not as good at running back as we once were. I feel like the running back talent has steadily just declined all the way into this season. Now, I think Nate Frazier's a really good, capable running back. The ball security thing was what held him back last year. I mean, he got held out of the Alabama game because of the ball security issue. If it wasn't for the fumbles, Nate would have been in more games last year. He would have had over 1,000 yards his freshman season. I just don't think he's on the level of Swift or Chubb or Michelle. And those are all-time great running backs at Georgia. He doesn't have to be. But I think Nate Frazier's a good, solid back. But even the guys behind him, like, I just don't think our running back room is as good as it once was. Now, hopefully we can do it by committee. Hopefully Nate has just an explosive sophomore season and shocks everybody. And I think that he will. I think Nate's going to be solid. Behind him, though, like, I'm really looking at that number 2 spot. Like, who's going to be the second and third guy in that running back rotation? I mean, we brought in Josh McCray, and then I'm really looking forward to and wondering, like, what's up with Rod Robinson? Like, this guy's been on campus for a while now. He's just never been able to stay healthy. I mean, I think he's going to be a good player. Just can we get him on the field, and can we keep him on the field? So that number 2 running back spot's going to be, I mean, I'm really wondering who that's going to be. And then we got Bo Walker and Cash Jones. Bo Walker, a little bit more of a mystery. I think he can be a solid player for us as well. Cash Jones, we already know what Cash brings to the table. Cash is a good reliable player, can get tough yards. And then on that wheel route on third down, he is deadly catching the ball out of the backfield with that wheel route on third down. So I'd love that when Cash came back, he is a weapon for us. Like, I was thoroughly shocked last season at how effective Cash Jones was for us, especially late in the season, catching the ball out of the backfield. He's a weapon. He is a bona fide weapon out of the backfield. So I'm glad that Cash came back. This is like the biggest thing for me right here. The biggest question mark that I've got going into this season, and I think the most important position group for Georgia, is those 2 tackle spots on the offensive line. I don't have 100% confidence just because of the way that last season ended and those 2 tackle spots. Like, Monroe Freeling and Ernest Green have got to come up and play big for us this season. Like, we can't have guys running home free on Gunner on third down. We just cannot have it. And the thing about it is, we've seen Monroe and Ernest Green both play good football at Georgia. So there's room for optimism. I really want to see him do it at a high level and do it consistently. I hope we stay healthy at that tackle spot. That's just the biggest worry spot for me on this team, is the tackle spot. The rest of the offensive line, like at guard, I think we're going to be fine. Drew Bobo did enough and showed me enough last season that showed me he's a solid center. And I think if the offensive line comes together and gels as a group and can play as a unit, I think we're going to be improved. We have got to be improved over what we were last season. Like, the whole offense starts with this O-line. We've got to be able to run the ball better and stay ahead of down and distance. The thing that I'm most excited about from the offense is the wide receiver position. Like, we are so much better at wide receiver than we were last year, just off of body type. Like, we went out and got some big body guys. We got Colby Young back from suspension. He'll be playing one of those outside spots. And I think it'll be Noah Thomas on the other outside spot. Like, the big bodies on third down, on 3rd and 7 are going to be crucial. And we've got to be able to come up and make contested catches, hard catches in traffic. And our wide receivers have got to come down with the football and make some plays on third down, something that we lacked badly last season. Also at wide receiver, like at the slot, I think Sakobi White's a really good player, and I think Zachariah Branch is going to be a really good player. That slot position, like, we've got a lot of speed, and those guys can go out there and make plays. And then Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell was such a weapon for us in 2023. It was shocking to me to see how far he fell off last season. Dylan Bell in 2023 single-handedly killed Tennessee up in Neyland Stadium. He was running the ball, catching passes for touchdowns, even threw one for a touchdown. So Dylan Bell is a weapon. Like, we have seen him make big-time plays in big-time moments for Georgia. Even last year, the catch against Alabama, where he was spinning off guys and dropping guys to the ground, going in for a touchdown to put Georgia up late. Like, Dylan Bell can make plays. Like, whatever happened last season, the drop bug that went around the whole team and infected everybody, I really hope Dylan Bell bounces back this season and is back into form like he was in 2023. If Dylan Bell bounces back, man, and these young freshmen step up too, CJ Wiley, I think he's going to make some plays for us. But if Dylan Bell can make plays like he did in 2023, and those 2 big bodies on the outside can make plays on 3rd and long, contested catches, I think our slot guys are going to go crazy. Like, I really think this offense, if the O-line plays well, we can get some running game going. I think our wide receiver position is going to be the most improved position group across the entire SEC. I really do. It all starts with that O-line, though. Like, those tackle spots, man, really got me worried. And I don't know if it's just PTSD from what happened in the Notre Dame game and in the Ole Miss game, but the tackle spot, man, determines everything for me. Really going to be looking at that going into the Marshall game. I just want to see us play well. Switching to the defense, same thing. The guys on the outside on the defense. Same exact thing as on the offense is what I'm worried about on the defense. I think we've got good, capable guys, but we've got to replace Jalen Walker and Mykel Williams. And Damon Wilson transferred to Missouri. Why he would do that, I don't know. I'm sure he's got his reasons, but he's gone. He was our 3rd leading sacker last season. So I know Gabe Harris is going to be one of the guys, and who the other outside rush guy is going to be, I'm not sure. But we've got NFL talent that we've got to replace. We have got to sack the quarterback on 3rd and long, be disruptive, and be able to get the quarterback on the ground. I remember in the past, I would argue with Georgia fans all the time over the sack statistic. Like, to me, sacks is so important because if you can sack the quarterback, you've got a high chance of getting that football loose and getting it on the ground. And if we can put the quarterback on the ground while getting the ball on the ground and force a turnover, that is a huge flip of field position and momentum for Georgia. That outside pass rush, man, like I'm really looking forward to see who's going to step up and replace those guys in this Marshall game. And I think we'll have plenty of opportunity to cut them loose and get the quarterback on the ground. This is really just another scrimmage. Like, I'm not expecting much out of Marshall. Like, I'm really going into this game just looking at our guys. Like, I think we're going to beat Marshall thoroughly. I'm not worried about that at all. I don't think anybody is. I'm really just looking at all these unknown position groups, like guys coming in. I'm looking at our guys to come in, play well, step up, and make big-time plays against inferior competition. So that outside edge rush, man, is what I'm looking for on defense. I just want to say on the inside linebackers and the cornerbacks, I think we have the best inside linebacker and the best cornerback room in the country. I think we're going to rotate 3 corners in this game and see how it goes. Dalen Everett surely has one of those spots locked up. Who's going to play the other corner? I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I think we're going to rotate guys this first couple of games and see what works out best. But I do think all of our cornerbacks are capable. I think we've got good, solid corners, and I have zero worries at all about inside linebacker. Inside linebacker, I'll take our inside linebacker room over anybody else in the country, hands down. And then the safety, I think we've got a lot of talented safeties. Obviously, KJ Bolden came in, played really well last season as a freshman. Really well. I could not have been happier with how KJ Bolden played last season from the very first game. From the Clemson game on, KJ Bolden is going to be a star for Georgia. In my opinion, I think it's going to be Adrian Maddox at that other safety spot. Again, I think we're going to rotate a lot of guys in there, see how everybody plays. But I do hope that whoever comes in and plays alongside KJ Bolden steps up and plays big. And I'm just going to say this, man. Like, as good as Malachi Starks was in his career at Georgia, like, man, I saw 24 getting beat a lot last season. Like, a lot more than made me comfortable. I went back and watched a lot of our games here recently, and I don't know what happened to Starks last season, but he was getting beat too many times at that safety spot for it to be his senior season. I mean, it was wild to me. I felt like Starks got beat more than KJ. Now, I don't know if that's because he had a different job and was covering up for KJ. I'm not sure, but Starks got beat too much last season for my comfort. So I'm really looking for that other safety spot, man. Just step up, do your job. Do not let anybody behind you. We cannot have a repeat of last season of guys getting behind our safeties. And like I said at the beginning of the video, man, like, I'm just looking for a more exciting brand of football on the offensive side of the ball. And on defense, we just got to get off the field on 3rd and long. Like, we gave up too many 3rd downs that extended drives for other teams last season, and that's what killed us on defense. Again, we were very good last season, and I think we could have been even better, but we just did not get off the field when we needed to. And I do hope to see some more turnovers forced by Georgia's defense this season. So going into this game, that's what I'm looking for, man. Like, who is going to step up and play big for us? Who's going to replace the guys that left to the NFL? Obviously, I'm excited to see Gunnar Stockton play. I think Gunnar is going to be a lot like Stetson, man. Like, Gunnar is going to grow and get better as the season goes along. Now, he's got to do it quick because we've got 2 little warm-up games before we go up to Neyland Stadium and play Tennessee at Tennessee. That's going to be a very hostile environment. Like, Georgia's got to be on their P's and Q's and have it all together by the time that we go up to Knoxville. I think Georgia's a better team than Tennessee. I think Georgia's going to beat Tennessee. Kirby Smart has owned Josh Heupel in Tennessee since Kirby has been here, and then since Heupel came into Tennessee a couple years ago. Tennessee has not scored more than 2 touchdowns ever since they played Kirby Smart under Heupel. They scored more than 14 points, but they've only had 2 touchdowns against Kirby. So I think Kirby has that offense figured out. We've got to come out of Knoxville with a win. Like, we have got to come out of there with a win. Knoxville is a place where if things start going wrong, it can snowball and that can get away from you. That crowd can get into the game and change the game. We cannot allow that to happen. We've got to go up there and dominate Tennessee. From the word go, we've got to get a lead on them early and get the crowd out of the game. And then we all come back home. We've got a bye week, and then we've got the biggest game of the season. We've got the Alabama game. And this season, man, like, Kirby Smart has to find a way to beat Alabama. I've been on that in all of my videos. I'm never going to let that go on this subject. It's the biggest game of the season. You've got to find a way to start winning some of these games against Alabama. Georgia, if we come out of the first month of the season, we are 4-0 our chances for accomplishing our goals of winning an SEC championship, of making a deep run into the playoff and going after a national championship, all of that looks so much better if we come out of the first month of the season 4-0. But at minimum, you got to come out of that 3-1. You come out of that 2-2, it's going to be rough because you still got a lot of really tough games ahead of you, and to come out of the first month of the season 500 would be a disaster, worst case scenario. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to come out of it 3-1. I don't think we're going to beat Alabama. Until we do it, I can't pick Georgia to beat them. I really hope they do, though. I'm also going to that game. So I'm thrilled, guys. Like, I'm really looking forward to this Marshall game. I'm going to be at the game. I'm going to be in section 129, 3 rows back. Like, I really cannot wait. So if anybody wants to come up to me, say hello, say what's up, let me know what they think of how this season's going to go, feel free. And then drop down in the comments, guys, like, how do y'all think this season is going to go? Like, what do you think our record is going to be? And do you think we're going to see a better, more fun brand of football this season than we did last? I really hope so. And I think these guys, if everything works out and these guys step up and they play big, and these guys that are coming in to replace NFL talent, if we can gel and play together as a team, man, and I just think the sky is the limit for Georgia this season. But the season could go one way or the other. We could go 8-5, 9-3. We could also go undefeated. It's going to be amazing to see how these guys come together this season. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really hopeful. And again, it all starts with that O-line. My eyes on those 2 tackle spots for Georgia going into Marshall. I hope they play well. Hope we get that run game going, man, and just pound these guys, man. Put these guys away early. Let's get the second string, third string in there in the second half. Get those guys some experience. Everybody go home and have fun Saturday night, man, because I'm looking for the Dogs to come in, put a beat down on Marshall, and move on to the next one, man, and just keep getting better. All right, guys, happy Saturday. So glad college football's back. Y'all have a good weekend, and go Dogs.